the imposter syndrome at the phase between, like, sort of in between, like a highly paid employee, consultant, um, ads manager, uh, who may be freelancing, or maybe you have like a full time, or you're starting an agency. You hit this point where you just feel like, wow, I don't know how I got here. I don't know, what I don't know why I am here. And that's actually one of the most common things that people end up working through during the academy. I mean, you are likely way more skilled and way more talented than you give yourself credit for. You're also a better business owner than you think. Sure, there's going to be areas that you don't have a lot of knowledge surrounding, and many people, you're not going to be good at everything, nor should you be. Likely, you have a couple superpowers, and I promise you probably know what they are already. So if that's you, then and you're finding yourself sort of treading water, and you might even be making more money than you've ever made before from delivering this service, but there is more. Like, there is more that you can do. Now, if you have, a big team already, or that kind of thing, you have actually probably even more reason to get into the academy. But really navigating the experience of growing can often leave you feeling out of sorts, and like it can be very lonely. Imposter syndrome is incredibly lonely. And one of the best things that I've ever gone through for this was uh, meeting so many other people who had the same experience, and working through it, and having a place to sound off about the challenges that we're having, and the repeat um, struggles. And that's been kind of an amazing thing. Oftentimes these things show up in unexpected ways. Now, it may be true that you personally, anybody, any DD Pro member may not be the best Facebook ad buyer, right? That's why you make the investment, and you learn to get better, and you find a community of people who are doing it, and you get support from other people. But the truth is that if you started an agency, like, you don't need to be the best at doing that to help people. Like, you just don't. There are other people who can do it. You're probably better than 90% of Facebook ad. Actually, I think as a default, you're going to be better than like 95% if you've consumed any content. If you regularly get help from one of our coaches, I know your campaigns are going to be better than 90% of everybody else, because I've seen what the other 90% do, and they literally have no idea. And you guys have seen it too, time and time and time again. So if that's holding you back, or if you're concerned that, like, I don't think I'm ready for that, that's actually a sign that you are ready for it. If you know that's the direction you're going, I think the one decision point you need to make beforehand is like, am I looking for a job, or am I looking to own my own business? And it does get a little murky when you're doing Facebook ads, because oftentimes it's hard to find a good job doing Facebook ads, in a sense, because there's a lot of competition. The truth is, one of the reasons it's so hard to find a good job in Facebook ads is businesses don't know what they need from the person they're hiring. So if you're not getting hired, that may not be you, it may be them. And I think a lot of creatives who have a talent for media buying sort of get forced into the freelancer category, not because they really want to be, but because that's the only way that they can do the thing that they enjoy. Because so many businesses are incapable of intelligently hiring a good marketer, media buyer, like funnel builder, that they don't recognize a good one when it's right in front of them. They don't know how to evaluate it. I see this time and time and time again. And so as a result of that, though, I've noticed there's this awakening of people who realize now, wait a minute, I can be a business owner, because this skill is such an integral part of business, right? The ability to get more business is so crucial for any business to grow. And the thing is true, what they say about businesses, if they're not growing, they're dying. That's true. You know, um, if you're an agency owner or a freelancer and you have 3 or 4 clients and you're not doing anything to get another client or 2 or 3 a month, you're going to have a problem the minute somebody puts the pause on their account with you or cancels. It's going to be challenging. And even further down the road when clients pause, it's going to affect you mentally. Over time, you learn to deal with those types of things. But the important thing is to recognize like which place you want to step into. Do you want to step into the hat of business ownership, or do you want to step into a job and find your contentment from a professional standpoint, helping other businesses grow, which again is totally fine and can be, many agency owners don't make what employees make. They're making less. So so you want to make that decision. And then as you're making that decision, then the question becomes like, well, when is it time for me to accelerate what I'm doing? How do I go about doing that? How do I complete the formula? And I invite you to join the academy. Try it. I promise your trajectory will go up faster than you could ever expect. I've seen it time and time again. It's awesome.